Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. And today we're going to, this morning, well no, it's quarter to 1, so it's about, in the middle of the day here now. It's raining, it's cold, it's miserable. Where's the best place to be? In my doll shop. But anyhow, I wrapped these dolls' arms up last night. I did put the hair dryer on them as well. So they both got the peroxide cooked. I call it cooking the peroxide, and then I just left the peroxide on them, and let's see what we've got. And I stayed up and I worked on the my F&B doll's arms. I'm still preparing these dolls. It's a lot of work when you got 4 of them looking at you in the face, and they're all their little issues. So it doesn't and with the amount of time being away like I was with my daughter for her operation. So let's take a look and let's see what they look like now that we've done the cream on them. So we're going to take this off. Oh my goodness, I think it lightened them. Oh my word. I like what I see. Oh, it worked. I am happy with this. I can live with this. Even though there's still a little tiny bit of staining, nothing near to what it was. Oh, wow. This was exciting to do. I can't believe it. Look at that hand. Even last night, this was still kind of in the ready brown on the tips of the fingers and everything up here. It looks great. I am happy with that. Wow. Can you believe that? That is what it looks like. Now, I can almost see a difference between here to the hand. There was the peroxide actually bleached it out a little too much, maybe. Some of the coloring, there's a difference, but let it just come off and let's just see if it will, I noticed this darken. This may darken again as well. But that worked. Oh my goodness, it worked. You know what? I don't really even care. I don't think for the way the doll looked, the arms looked earlier, before I took them off the body to where they are now. I think I can live with this. I think it looks gorgeous. Oh my word! But I do notice where I wrapped it up. It bleached it out a little bit more. But can you see? I hope the camera's picking that up, just so that we can see the difference here. Wow. Beautiful though. I'm loving it. Let's take this one off and let's see how we're looking here too. And that's just letting it sitting on it overnight. Wow, it took it out. Yeah. It did take it out. I do see, though, where it took also out the coloring. Now, I might be able to put some of that back in again. I'm going to let it just sit. But I hope you're seeing this so we can see the results of this. You know, when you do an experiment, at the end, there's always a thing called the conclusion. Boy, somehow some of my schooling's coming back. I forget all the steps, but I know there's the beginning, and then there's the body, and there's the end, your conclusion from your experiment. But you can add if you have to. I can add back again because you can see the coloring of the arm here, and then you can see where it fades out a little bit here. It's fading out because the peroxide did its job. It took the stain out, but it also took some of the coloring. So will I have to? Now I'm just going to let it sit. Will some of that come back as it dries? Might not. And that's something I have to realize here. Will I have to add some coloring back into this doll's arm again? I don't mind adding. I can do that. It's not a problem. It's getting that ugly stain off the doll is the problem. So I'm just going to go with this at this time. That's one thing I liked about, you got to be careful with peroxide because it will remove. It's mighty stuff, and it did what it's supposed to do, but it also took some coloring out of the doll's arm. So at this time, we're going to let it dry. It's still kind of, kind of moist from the pimple cream. So again, sometimes, even though this is 10%, that's what I like about sometimes using the 5%. It's just a little bit less. And I think for sitting it overnight, maybe the 5% would have been better than sitting it with 10%. So I might go out and keep it in my arsenal of equipment here to do this, some 5% as well. Because the 10% is strong. It's good for when, what I like the 10% for is when you're heating it up. You got more kick. But if I was going to leave it overnight like I did, then maybe what I would look at, like for 12 hours, I let it sit with the, maybe the 5% would have been better. Again, an experiment, I don't know, something to try maybe. I've got another doll named Kathy by the Madame Alexander Doll Company, and she's just as bad as Little Ricky from the American Character Doll Company. She's the same thing is going on with him, it's what's going on with her. So I'm going to try her overnight with 5% and see if there's a difference with the percentages. So let's try. This is why we're experimenting. I'm sacrificing 2 of my dolls that look pretty awful with this going on. But with, if I can improve them and make them look better, I'm going to, with this. So my next doll, I will go out and get the 5% and we'll try it out. Nothing wrong with that. This here I got this is from the United States. It's 10%. Not knocking it. That's not my point in this. What I'm saying is that it worked, and it worked wonderfully. And but it's 10% benzoyl peroxide. So maximum. Oh, I can't talk today. Maximum strength. So that being said, I love it. For the fact that it does take it out, but sitting it that long for 12 hours, I don't know if that was the best thing for the doll, but we're going to try 5% and see how that works. Maybe we can put it on the overnight on the legs. Let's see what it does. Like I said, I have my Kathy doll, and I will be doing that with my Kathy doll too, and we'll be trying that out. So very, very interesting what we've learned. And so this is a 1950 vinyl, very early vinyl. It's very soft vinyl. So if your doll is made of the same, these are the 2 dolls that I'm using. I don't know about other dolls. You're going to have to experiment on your doll to see what it's going to do. This is a 1950, again, 1950 early vinyl. And it worked. Now, I find my conclusion also is that the denture pellets that I used, the Polydent, it worked wonderfully. It was more gentle than the cream. It's slow action, so you have to let it sit overnight. You don't get it, because my doll was so heavily stained. My results were slower, and but well worth it. So would I do it again? Yes. Kathy will be going through, my Kathy doll will be going through the same method with the Polydent. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I will be using that again because it did work. But it's just like I said, it's a slower method, but it does work wonderful. So we've got a lot of conclusions here that we're making. What we will do the next time, what we won't do the next time. So wonderful. I think this is a wonderful experiment that we're doing here, and I find it very exciting. Learning all the time, and what to do and what not to do, and but I love the results. We're not hurting the doll by no means. It's working, so I'm really pleased. And we're just going to let these dry, and let's see how much I've lost as far as coloring goes. But we'll put that back into him again. We'll get the coloring back into him again, and yeah, he'll be great. He'll be good again. So he'll be able to clap. Yay! So there we go. I hope you love what you're seeing here. More videos to come. We're going to work on those legs next. Let's see how well they do with doing the same thing with the pimple cream. I bought 3 of these, so I've got lots of pimple cream to go around. I don't have the 5%. It's a rainy day today, so I might just go out to the stores, and get myself some pimple cream. We'll see. I can go around the corner and get myself some. But yeah, it's interesting learning to understand our chemicals, the strength of our chemicals, and how to use them when it comes to our dolls. So all good stuff. So I hope you're enjoying this. This is quite interesting stuff that I'm doing here. And, you know, I'm learning along the way what to do and what not to do. So, and I know a lot of us are sitting with dolls on our shelves that we bought, and you want them to look nice. You know, that's all we're going for. They don't have to look perfect. They just have to look nice again. If we can return some of the niceness back into our dolls, why not? And if this is one way we can do it, I'm going to try, you know. I'm tired of looking at my little Ricky and my Kathy doll and looking at them going, oh my goodness, isn't there something I can do to help you out, like to make you look better? You know, do you have to look like this? So if I can improve them in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to try. You know, so, and I know everybody out there is the ones, my subscribers who are watching this. I know some of you have expressed you have dolls that look the same like mine and wondered what you could do for them. And I'm just showing this to you. And yeah, if you want to try some of this and lighten up your dolls, again, I am telling you what decade this is coming from, how soft the vinyl is, okay? Test your vinyl. I would also, as you're going through, I would pull the arm out every so often. I wouldn't let it go like for a whole 24 hours and go, oh my goodness, what did I just do? I would just keep pulling it out maybe every hour on the hour, maybe every 2 hours, pull it out and see if you're seeing some results that, you know, from the doll. Maybe you can say, hey, I like it right where it is in 2 hours. Because mine was more heavily stained, maybe yours is not. Maybe yours is even more so. So every experiment is going to, every time you do this experiment with your doll, is good, depending on how deeply stained it is. So put that into place also. But wow, for this doll here, I think it turned out great. And just a little bit of coloring in the hands, and we're back in action again. It's not so much the palm. The palm of the hand doesn't look too bad. It's more the top of the hand here. That's what I'm looking at. It's the top of the hand. The palm is not too bad. It still seems to be quite blended nice. I'm not too worried about the palm. It's more about the top of the hand. So we can work with that. We can get that looking nice again. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll be coming back with more. And I hope you like what you're seeing. Hit the subscribe button if you like this, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And thumbs up, please, if you like this. I do appreciate it. And welcome all my new subscribers. And we got lots more to come here, and learning about our dolls and everything. So I'm always ripping apart a doll just to see how it works and everything. So I regret from years ago, I pulled apart a Chatty Cathy eye, and I don't have the video. I don't know if we even videoed it. I can't remember if my husband and I did it at the time. And their eyes can be pulled apart, and they can be fixed, and they can be put right back together again. Because why? I did it. And if I ever get a Chatty Cathy in my hands that's got eyes that are kind of kooky, I will show you how to rip them, well, not rip them, but how to take them out, clean them up, put new eyelashes in, and because they come out like a puzzle, and they can go back together. So, see, this is stuff I like to do, but anyhow, thought I'd throw that in there. We can fix these dolls up. That's what this channel is about. It's about fixing our dolls and understanding how they work and what doesn't work. So, all right, thanks for joining me, and more to come. Bye-bye.